Hello and welcome to Ulgu's Tavern. On today's video is going to be just short because they have announced finally when they are going to be releasing the new Dominion box set, and it's going to be ready for pre-order on June 19th, and you'll be able to get it on your doorstep or from the stores on the 3rd of July, which is basically what we were expecting, a July release. They are giving, I guess, a 2-week notice for everyone that wants to order it. Hopefully they kind of do like a wave kind of thing, that way as many people as possible can get their hands on it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like the Indominus box, and it's going to go by quick, so get your wallets ready, because it's going to be the Wild West when the clock hits 12 or 10. Usually they do it at 10, so be ready to be clicking that refresh, because it's going to be hectic that day. But hopefully whoever is planning on getting this box hopefully gets a copy of their own box, and wait for that 3rd of July, and afterwards, so you're gonna be celebrating, if you're from the US, that 4th of July party, double party. You got your box set plus Independence Day. And they released this article right here, just telling you basically just a little summary as to what you can expect on what is coming up in the box. As we know, 60 little figurines, you're gonna get everything inside the box, but now they are sending you all the goodies on the side for the people who are the collectors, or people who must have absolutely everything when stuff comes out. You got your new limited edition cover book. This part right here looks pretty cool. It's dope. It's cool, but I still don't like this. The Thunderstrike armor for this paladin. It's too straight. It's too angular. It looks chubby. It's just a square. It's a rectangle. It's basically what it is. They could have used something else. We all fell in love with the industrial one, fighting those chaos blobs, whatever that is. But this one, yeah, I think they kind of chose a weird cover for it. Maybe they could have done something better. Maybe they could have chosen the pose for one of those other ones that come out afterwards. See if I can scroll down, if I can find it. The one with the cape, basically. I couldn't find it, but yeah, basically the ones right here, the ones that look badass. But they decided to go for this one. We're not the ones choosing, but still, once you open it, once you take off that cover, the book itself, it looks pretty cool. It has the Hammer of Sigmar. It has all this constellations and stuff. You got your orcs, your skulls, and everything, so it's pretty cool. And as well, you'll be able to get the core book pretty early, so I'm pretty surprised that they're actually releasing all of this just in one go. I was expecting for him to do more like the Indominus box, that you had it early just for the box set, and then you had to wait a little bit to get everything else. But here, actually, you're getting the core book already in the go, so you don't have to actually buy the box set to get the core book. It's only if you want the the really cool one without anything saying on it. So that'll be up to you. I'm pretty sure, as we all know, this is going to be the most expensive one, as they always are. It's only for the people who like to collect them. I think most people are just going to go for the core book if they don't get the box set. At least that way they can start playing with the new rule set and with 3rd edition already in mind. And for all the people that have gotten their minis but decided to hold off for the General's Handbook, which is kind of essential when you want to play some of the match plays and stuff like that, the points. Your wait paid off, and we are getting finally the 2021's General Handbook, as it happens every year. So you'll be able to get that yourself. I'm pretty sure, hopefully it still stays the same price. Hopefully they don't augment any prices to the General's Handbook, so fingers crossed on that. And then Path to Glory Diary, a book that you could just get yourself, but only if you wanted to have a little branded Age of Sigmar kind of thing on the front. You could just get any book. It's what I do for the Crusade system. Mine is a National Geographic book, so but it is. But if you wanted to have this, as we all know, Games Workshop does like that though, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be maybe like $30 in dollars, maybe like 20 euros here in France. So we'll see how much that is. Then we get ourselves more objectives if you like to have one of those official objective markers, or you can just do as a lot of people just do, you just get your own custom ones. But if you wanted to have this, it's pretty cool. You get some of the little Age of Sigmar kind of things. These are more of the Dawnbringers Crusade settlement, so it's pretty cool if you wanted to have this. These good set pieces to have around the playing mat once you have this. Then you also get some foldable gaming boards, but the thing is that they do say that they aren't the official size, the 60 by 44. I don't remember how much it was, the new size of the board. Actually, I think it's gonna be more like if you ever played Warcry, I think it's gonna be that same size board. That way you can just buy it for Warcry if you wanted to. And afterwards, it does say that you can combine multiple to create the perfect size for your game. Basically saying that you're gonna have to get multiple of these to actually reach that full size, which it goes back to the fact that they're making you pay more to reach a full size. If not, just go for a mat, a gaming mat itself, or do whatever you have been doing. But yeah, and I'm pretty sure this one's also going to be pretty expensive. I know the Warcry ones tend to go for maybe like, in euros, they tend to go for like 45 euros, I believe. So pretty expensive just for one. Can't even imagine. I think you might need like 4 of these to complete a full mat. So you're looking at maybe at over 100 euros, over $100. So it's a lot of money just to get a mat with a map on it. And then you get your combat gouge if you like to use that with new paints. Obviously, with new models comes new paints. Since they want to sell off, the new orc flesh, the new orc, the new crew boys, some of the leather stuff that you're gonna be working on, and for your shields and stuff. So it's pretty expected they're going to be releasing. I'm actually interested in trying some of these out, especially this orc flesh. Looks like a nice little green. Maybe even the hobgrog hide could be a good yellow. So we'll see. Browns, I already have a lot of browns, so I'm more interested in the other two. Then of course you get the book, the Dominion book, telling you more of a story of what's going on in the realms at that point. And with some custom covers. Actually, this one's pretty cool. The Stormcast Eternal one is pretty cool, but I'm more interested in the Crew Boy ones. It's actually pretty cool. The cover is pretty well designed. It looks very, but both of them look very, kind of Tolkien-esque. So it's pretty cool, and they have that old book vibe. So it's pretty cool. And that's about it. And I know I haven't been making any videos recently. I'm working on continuing the timeline with Broken Realm Cracknells being released, and as you have known, they have been released already. If you're wanted to know, the price is 125 euros here in France for Cracknells himself. He's the big boy. Lord Croak, 90 euros. Price went up, but as expected, he's very well detailed. He's in an 80 millimeter base, so he's also quite big. Then you have your usual Broken Realms boxes for 90 euros, 80 euros, which is expected. Then you have the Talent and the Voice of Slanesh, 85 euros respectively. So yeah, they were released recently and they're still up for ordering. So if you wanted to pick them up, if you have some cash laying around, you can just get those guys. If not, save that money to get your Dominion box if you wanted to have that. For me, I'm actually gonna go for the Dominion box. But Lord Croak and also the War Chant, the War Song Revenant are pretty enticing as well. And as well, we also had another article that was explaining the whole how they designed the box set, how the orcs, the new Crow Boys, are inspired by the world that was the Warhammer Fantasy, and how back then the shield used to be more personalized, and they give you little pictures just to remind you, or for the new people, so they can see the old shields, how they used to look like. So they were just explaining how they were being designed, and how the Hobgrots are basically the Age of Sigmar incarnation for the Hobgoblins. They talk about how they still look the same, and they also cleverly give that little hint as to the Chaos Dwarfs, because They do say when these orcs get so smart, we all know for a fact that they get their technology from the Chaos Dwarfs, or whatever they're going to be end up being called in Age of Sigmar, since Games Workshop does like to have those trademark names. And it just talks about the new armor, lore wise. Hopefully in Broken Realms they go more into how this Thunderstrike armor plays into effect. But as we all know, the Thunderstrike armor has been made by Gurney himself with Sigmar to be able to pierce the veil, because there's the Chaos Cloud looming upon the realms, since Be'lakor destroyed some of the realms and is spreading that and is preventing the Stormcast Eternals from going back to Azir. And so they created this new armor, which is more sleek, it looks more cool, it looks more actually realistic, quote unquote, and it looks actually something that somebody would wear, and not like the old Stormcast Eternals that were very chubby looking and something that seems like they won't be able to move or fight around. But yeah, this is the cover that I was thinking. Maybe they could have put this one in the cover for the limited edition and it would look pretty cool. But that's all the news I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below if you guys are gonna be pre-ordering the box set for Dominion. Are you hoping for it, or just gonna go for the book so you could just have the book, and really you're not interested for the new Crew Boys or the Stormcast? But yeah, let me know guys what you think. For me, I'm excited. I'll be definitely looking for it, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to pre-order one, and I'll be doing a video about it, of unboxing it. So yeah, remember, not everything is what it seems in the realm of